From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV. Of course, we're back at Tommy Mac's, brought to you by our friends at Goodfellas Cigar Lounge and Spirits, the Southern Grill, and the Brush Nutter Wealth Advisory Team in Ponte Vedra Beach. We're talking business once again in this great city of Jacksonville. The panel this time around is Keith Evola from KTE Services, Interventional Paint Jobs, and Ryan Clark from Code Coast Consulting, doing business as Code Ninjas. That's going to be interesting. Let's welcome the panel. Keith, how are you, my friend?
Great.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
How you doing, man?
Doing well, man.
Yeah?
Actually outstanding.
Not bad for a Thursday.
Not bad for a Thursday. The weekend's not too far away.
That's
but,
right.
We'll push all through.
All right, you got a little New York accent, I see, Long Island. How long you been down here in Jacksonville?
So we've been in Jacksonville for, it's going to be 15 years and 2 months. So,
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
we live in World Golf Village.
Nice.
Yeah.
Smart move. Smart.
Love
as
it.
they say in Boston.
We love it.
Yeah, it is great,
It's
isn't
such a great place to live. I mean,
Yeah.
the beach.
Yeah.
It's just
What can't you beat? Nothing. You're in
can't-
paradise. You can't beat it.
exactly
All right, tell us about your business. Tell us about KT.
Yeah, so KT started in 2000.
Okay.
Yes, I've been around a long time.
All
So what
right.
we do is we recruit anesthesiologists, pain management physicians,
Okay.
nurse anesthetists, nurse practitioners in permanent positions across the country.
Wow.
So we work with hospitals, surgery centers,
Okay.
academic facilities, private practices.
Okay.
You know, is what
It's
we
your
do.
company.
My company.
That's great, man. What'd you do prior to that? Were you in the space and kind of
No.
No, totally.
No, it's actually it's kind of wild. So
I love it.
Used to live in South Florida.
Okay.
I was in the restaurant business.
Really?
Yeah, I was a general manager of TGI Fridays way back
Okay. Yeah.
when.
Yeah.
You know, and traveled and all that stuff. And I had this opportunity to get into this. I love to talk and work with people, and
Cool.
it's all about people, you know.
That's
and
great, man.
yeah, I've been doing it for a long time.
Is it tough vetting out the candidates that you're going to place? Is it tough?
It could be tough.
Is it tougher today than maybe 10 years ago? Or
No, I think it's all the same. You know,
Yep.
you have when we're speaking with candidates, like everybody's got a different story.
Sure.
Right. So, you know, in hospitals or surgery centers, it's a little different kind of person that you would need.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the hospitals, you don't really need to have that a really outgoing personality.
Right.
But they have to get along well with others.
Sure.
And obviously, they got to be clinically sound to be able
Yep.
to do the types of cases that they need to do and get along well with others, you know. And that's really the biggest thing, but really vetting them and understanding their story and their sincerity in a position.
Yep.
So, but then on the client side, you know, we interview them for, my goodness, a while. You know, we're not talking with
Put 'em
just
through it.
Yeah, we're not just talking with leadership. You know, we're talking with attendings. We're talking with the nurses because we really want to get a good idea on who they are.
Yep.
You know, and what they're about and what their culture's about. Because
your reputation's everything, without a doubt.
those are my initials.
Everybody. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So-
Whatever.
so-
It's
so
your
if I-
reputation on the line.
Yeah, so if I'm going to work with, you know, a local hospital around here, basically what will happen is, you know, I don't say I put them through the ringer, but I want to make sure that they treat people well. You know, they're people. They're not just numbers. You know, that
Bedside manner.
bedside manner. You know, do they get along
Means a
well
lot.
with others? You know, are they paying what they need to be getting paid?
Right.
Or they work, provider burnout's a big deal. Like
bet.
some of these doctors are working 75, 80 hours a week and they never see their families.
Yeah, right.
And we get it, it's healthcare. I think they know that's what they're getting into. But I think the bigger picture is that they have that work-life balance.
Yep.
And they're
Good.
treated well.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to have you here, man. It's
Yeah, thank you.
awesome. All right, Ryan, how you doing, man?
How's it going? Nice
You're
to meet
a ninja, are you?
You're Code Ninjas. Code Ninjas.
What's going on? Tell me about your business.
Yeah, so Code Ninjas, we're a franchise in Jacksonville area. We
Okay.
have 2 locations, Ponte Vedra and Fleming Island.
Okay.
And we teach children between the ages of 5 and 15 how to code. And,
Really?
And our
Good
big
for
thing is we
you,
make
man.
it fun, man.
Yeah.
It's not just cranking away at a computer in a dark room, but we add a belt system to it. We also use video games.
Yep.
So every parent has a child. They're like too much screen time.
Yeah.
We turn it into something positive.
Yeah.
Not only do they play the games, but we teach them how to make them. So they're learning while having fun. They don't even realize they're learning, right?
Yeah,
It's just,
that's so
I'm coming
cool.
in, I'm building a video game. They can build their own video games.
Yeah.
It's a great time. And then when they get out of it, they have tangible skill that any of us could use in our businesses because they know 3 programming languages.
We've been doing this since 2018. I swear, the amount of talking about code and how young kids should get into learning about how to build it, how to do it. It's phenomenal. So how'd you guys get started? Like, when did you find, like, all right, this is the niche. This is where we're going at?
Yeah. So about 10 years ago, I separated from the Air Force and moved into the private service. Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Thank you. And when I moved into the private sector, I was part of a product development and product management team with some digital banks.
Okay.
And I think for me, it was amazing how much tech had changed things, right? Because you got bankers sitting there supposed to be doing numbers, dollars, and cents. Yep. All of that's technology, right? And if you look across, to your point, you look across anywhere, technology drives everything we do. Yeah. And so at that point, I said, how am I going to prepare my kids for this, right? I had teenagers at the time, and so it's like, how do you prepare? Code Ninjas was in the Texas area, which is where I was at. Okay. And then when we moved out here, there was no Code Ninjas. So we went ahead and started them up. I think it's a great opportunity to prepare kids.
Great opportunity and a great field, of course, and it continues. So this is going to be a meathead question for me. I'm going to ask it anyway. How many varieties of code? Like, there's got to be like
yeah, there's all kinds,
infinite?
Right? Yeah, and you know, we get that question like, why don't you do this or why don't you do that? Okay, great question. We're not going to argue that point, but what we'll say is, let's get you started with a language. Okay. And once you learn one, then you can build onto it, right? So if you want to do Python in the future,
so you call them language. I know nothing about it. So you call them languages.
Yeah, it's like French and English and everything else. You got Python and JavaScript and C# and all this,
that's right. Okay.
So, you know, we start them with JavaScript. It's a relatively easy language to learn. Yep. And then from there, we just build onto it. And we do different things. Like we have a language called Lua. Have you ever heard of Roblox? A really popular kids game. Yeah. So Roblox is built in Lua, so we teach our kids that. Cool. You know, so a lot of cool things. Just get them prepared. Yep. And the reality is, you know, if you started coding 30 years ago, the language you learned 30 years ago is not the language you're using today, right? Yeah. So get them started, get them used to it, and then just builds from there.
Dude, that's awesome. All right, where can they find it? Ponte Vedra or Wells?
Ponte Vedra, right there off of A1A by the Winn-Dixie on Solana and
exactly
A1A.
Where that's at, yep.
And then the other one's down in Fleming Island. We're in a shopping center right across from the high school.
Cool. That's awesome, man. Congrats. Good for you. Good finding your niche. Yeah, and Keith, I had one quick question. Sure. When you're are you to the point where it's automated? Like automation's like your vetting out process? Is it to that point yet? Or is it getting to that point?
No. I see hospitals that do a lot of automated stuff, and they based on somebody's resume or CV, they may just ixnay them because it's just what they see. But when I speak to everybody, or we speak to everybody, because everybody's got a story.
No, right. So I was just curious how you vet that all out and make it more streamlined, because you know that could be a lot of candidates to get through.
Yeah, I mean, we do have automation. You know, you have to, especially you know, we're nationwide, so you know we need to make sure that it's automated, but. It's always about having conversations and what people are about.
Are we Jag fans? Football fans?
Yeah.
What's your team? Who's your team?
Steelers.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, that's respectable.
It's going to be a rebuild here. But
I think so.
It's going to be tough. But it was
your
a good game.
Better get to work. Because
the O-line was tough. You guys crushed us.
You weren't part of that beef in the stands, were you?
No, I was one over.
You know, more now for you.
You know, right? We got to stay away from that.
We got to keep this guy here. We're going to hold him down. Thank you for being here. Good luck to both of you, man. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
appreciate
it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, always listen, man. We always have a good time on this show, talking business, talking with people right here in our fine city of Jacksonville, doing the great things that make our city great. If you like these kind of conversations, see more at iwannabuzz.com. Until next time, stay safe and be cool. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.